David Andrews, loyal Ford customer, loyal New England Patriot, which is why I'm so surprised that I have to ask you, if you get a chance, can you take the knife out of Zoe's back? Because I'm driving home on Friday, listening to Felger and Maz, and who do I hear? But it's David Andrews cheating on the midday show.
No.
With
He's
the afternoon show.
calling in to defend. I heard the whole thing. Damn it. I want to pick my phone up some days, too. Good job.
We keep going on Will Campbell, and they do. And
his arms are short.
yeah.
You can't.
And maybe I think Felger said after I got done, he's like, maybe he has short arms. Well, yeah, no crap. I got short arms. That's why I was undrafted and played center, I don't know. It just, guys get pressure put on them because of where they're drafted. And that's not their fault. Now, yeah, they got to perform, right? And this talk about all-pro, you got to be the top 2 players at your position to be an all-pro. And did anyone think Joe Thuney was going to be an all-pro his rookie year?
No.
No, it took him 4 years to be an all-pro, right? And now he's been first, second-team all-pro for the next 4 years now?
Yeah, something like that,
3 or 4-time all-pro. So, casting him aside that he won't be an all-pro or saying the arms thing, it's a true statement. There are facts about it, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be an all-pro. It doesn't mean he's going to play 12 years and have a great career. These guys, the tackles don't grow on trees, and it's just, I don't know. I think he's played well. I think he's brought, though, and I noticed it a lot this game, he played very physical, and you got to have some type of edge, and they're rebuilding that offensive line, obviously. It's 4 new starters. Who knows what Morgan Moses, will do after this year, next year. He's going to be a stalwart of this offensive line for the next 4 to 5 years, hopefully longer. He's got to have, you need someone with that edge, and he's the one that's got it right now, and you want to build that into your offensive line.
All right, I want to go back to Thursday and just your overall thoughts and big takeaways from that win over the Jets for the Patriots.
Thursday nights are messy. They're just,
they suck.
They suck. And look, we agreed to them as players because it helped our revenue share, so it is what it is. But you don't get a full week of practice. You barely are recovered. It's really just almost one of those things let's get out there, let's get the win, and let's get the hell out of here. Win and move on. That's really all that matters at the end of the day. But there was a lot of good things in the game. There was a couple missed opportunities, like the Hollins deep ball. That was a great play by that guy to break it up. It was a great route, great throw. Was going to be a catch, but the guy made a great play. Heads up to him. But, and there were some other missed opportunities, like the field goal before half. Now it's 30-14. You still beat an NFL team by 13 points, a divisional team on Thursday night.
And for a Thursday game, and I know we haven't had a lot of primetime games around here for the right reasons, that game felt huge. Pre-game, during it, post-game, the whole production, Amazon's got 19 trucks they bring. The normal is 4. And the amount of people on the sidelines and the buzz prior to the game, Beto was there for it. He talked about it. We haven't had that feeling in a long time here.
No.
Even for a Thursday game, that game felt big.
Yeah, I wish it was Baltimore on Thursday night a little bit. Could you imagine that atmosphere? Now, granted, I'd rather play Baltimore on a full week of practice.
Well, that's a real. If you want to do a rivalry game, that's your real rival, not the Jets. The Jets aren't a rival.
No. Overall in the game, defensively, I thought the defense played good. The one area that really, if you're going to say concerns you with the defense, especially with, 2 of the teams you're moving forward, Justin Field made some plays with his legs. With Lamar and Josh Allen coming up, that can allow those type of guys and those type of plays bails teams out, And
don't you think you defend Lamar different than you're going to defend Fields?
Yeah, I think
Justin
so.
Fields.
I think so.
With a week to prepare.
Well, Baltimore obviously a lot more problems. Derrick Henry, Mark Andrews, you got some problems to defend with Baltimore that you really don't have with the Jets. But
rumors are, by the way, that game's getting flexed, not Buffalo.
The Baltimore one is?
Rumor.
Didn't we do that last week with
I think so.
Bertrand? Because he was looking at it.
It's
something with
probably
Buffalo.
going to be Baltimore flex, not Buffalo.
Yeah,
Buffalo,
CBS, I think, can protect the Buffalo game or something like that.
Like that. So however that works. But, if you're gonna like nitpick the defense, to me that would be like the one area. Like they played well. Like you give an NFL team 14 points, you're gonna have a chance to win most of those games.
What did you think about the offense overall in that game for New England?
Yeah, look, I thought it was good. I thought one thing I think that I've been happy to see is I think Travion Henderson's getting better and better. I noticed that a little bit in the game, like some of his patience on some of the runs. Look, the run game's still not great. Like, I think they only averaged
less than 4.
Yeah, Travion averaged 3.3. Like, it's still not great, but he's getting better, which is going to allow the run game to get better. Hopefully, Mondre comes back here soon. You know, you can kind of get some of that room back together. I really loved what they did with Ben Brown as a 6th offensive lineman.
That's crazy, huh?
I thought he did a great job on Henderson's second touchdown run. He did a great job of wiping out the side. Mike pulled, kick out, Henderson walked in. So
they're assembling big bodies for that short yardage stuff, even with Tonga too.
Yeah. And I mean, look, this game they ended the game. The cap off for me on this game is they ended the game on the ground. Drake May did not throw the ball to win the game, and I feel like that's something they've probably would have thrown the ball in some of these other games, right? That's what they've done to kind of move the chains. But 3 straight runs, 10 yards, 3 knees or whatever it was. So to me, to cap off the game, running the football, that's a good sign moving forward because you're going to need it as the season goes on.
617-779-0985. We'll get to some of your phone calls here coming up in just a bit with David Andrews. You talk about trying to get that run game going a little bit. What do the Patriots need to do to kind of ramp that up a little bit?
It's all tied in together. The big thing is there's a few plays where you look at it and they could be good plays and they're just disconnected. There was one they ran single back power to the right. We would identify those 2 linebackers as like a Mike and Sam. So the double team goes back to the Mike. The puller has the Sam. Well, this play, the Sam ran through the line of scrimmage. That becomes the double team's job because they're running through his gap. Double team takes him. Wilson kind of pulls up into the A gap where that guy ran through because technically that is his guy. But you got to be able to see that and read around so you can get to the Mike. Now, we would call it the pizza rule, right? Someone takes your slice, you take theirs. And we're O-linemen and we like pizza, so it works out. But
everybody likes pizza.
Yeah. So, like that's an example of like that could have been a bigger play. Like run through linebackers, if they get blocked, like it can create big plays. There's a few where, it looks like the force blocking the force, like who's got force, who doesn't. When they do it right, it looks good. And, they did it right on the goal line a lot, which was good to see, them run a few in. I guess not the goal line, but low red area. So I think it's close. It's getting a little bit better after last week. So it's going to be something they need. They're still able to threaten people with the run enough to set up these play actions, hit Hunter Henry on a big play action last week. So that's going to be key. Look, you're going to need to be able to run the ball going late into these games. Who knows what weather's going to play into effect coming up, so it's a big thing. It helps the quarterback out, helps the football team out.
What did you think of Denver and Kansas City?
I mean, I guess my big takeaway right now, especially let's just say the AFC, who are you scared of in the AFC?
Thank you. That's what we said in the first segment. I don't think there's a team out there that I look at and say that's a buzzsaw and that the Patriots can't compete with them in the postseason.
Now,
right now.
Don't get me wrong. Like you might catch the Bills and they could, but overall,
Talking outside Buffalo, like we know the division.
yeah. I'm
But
talking
to your
about
point,
outside.
yeah.
Right.
Like Doug Marrone was a former head coach. Josh McDaniels, former head coach. I know they didn't succeed, right? But Vrabel's been at it. You got a lot of experienced coaches on his staff. They're not going to ever say it, but internally they got to be licking their chops right now.
I mean,
we are
I
9-2, and guys, like just what he said. Who the hell scares you?
Like
Nobody.
you look at these teams, like look, Denver. Hats off to Denver. They got a really good defense, and they find ways to win games. But I don't think Bo Nix is a can of kick ass. Now Buffalo too. Like Buffalo put the ball on the ground a lot yesterday. Like they ended up winning big, but I didn't come away like watching that Buffalo game being like, it wasn't like it was the perfect game. It's just you look around the league now. I think the NFC like could be a little bit of a different story. I think, but to get there, in the playoffs, like the Colts scare you that much?
No.
They might beat you. Like anybody can beat you. This
Yes,
is the
yeah,
NFL.
Right.
for sure. But I don't think there's a team where you go, oh, they're in a different class or they're
No.
going to outclass New England if you play them in the postseason
No,
right now.
and look, New England could get to the playoffs. Like the Patriots get to the playoffs and they lay an egg. It is what it is. Like that happens. But you just look at the quality of football. Like Pittsburgh doesn't scare me that much. The Bills, the only reason the Bills scare you is because who they have at quarterback. Do they have some great playmaker outside of him?
No.
No. Is there a defense? Defense a can of kick ass? They lost their best player.
No, their wide receiver they drafted last year is refused to show up a few
just
times throughout
doesn't show up
throughout
to
the
meetings.
season.
They've come
so
all the
that's
way
good.
back around to Gabe Davis.
Yeah. So you got that going as well. I mean, look, Kansas City's always going to scare me just because of Mahomes, and it's a team that's like been there and done that before. But there's a chance they don't even make the postseason right now with the way that they're playing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's like Kansas City gets in there, you're like, oh, like even them coming to Foxborough week 1 or whatever it is, right? Like, you're not going to count them out because who their coaches are and who their quarterback is. But when you look at it, like, I don't know, I guess in 21, let's say, because that's the last year we made the playoffs. I was looking around and I was like, obviously you have a chance, but like we had to go in Buffalo and play one of our best games to win that game. And we obviously went out there and laid an egg. But you would look around and you'd be like, oh, Kansas City, Buffalo, like these dudes are in a different class. We could beat them because you can beat anybody.
Yep.
But, I look at this and I'm like, unless the Patriots go out there and lay an egg, they're going to have a shot in any of these games. I truly believe that.
We always heard like the cliche, you want to be playing your best football when December hits and you want to have that sort of identity for New England. Do you see that as a potential here for New England? And what do they have to do in order to be playing their best football come the end of the season right now?
Yeah, I mean, I would say this. I don't think they're playing their best football. But in saying that, I watch the games and it's not like they're playing bad football. I don't think there's a lot of bad football going on. Maybe it's not great at times, but it's not terrible football. Like the quarterback's playing really well. I love the skill position group for some reason. Like I've grown to love Mac Hollins and Diggs. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I know why, but like I love what they brought to
They
this
play
team.
hard.
Yeah.
I just did not.
Diggs has always been like a gamer, though. Like, I mean, he's always played hard. Now, can he be a bitch? I other places, maybe. I've never seen him do it here.
Hasn't happened here so far, yeah.
Like Mac Hollins, I did not think he was going to have.
He's tough.
Like me and Barth were talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
he's primarily an offensive player. I thought he was going to be a special teams player with like a role on offense. No, he's a starting wide.
He's your
receiver.
second best receiver.
Yeah.
Now, I know Booty would factor in if he's healthy, but like, he's your number 2 go-to guy now.
And I think he does a lot for this offense in the run game that does not show up and no one really cares about. But I don't know. It's hard to find a lot of weak spots right now. I don't think have they put together a complete game where I'm like, they just went out there and kicked their ass for 20 minutes or an hour, whatever it is. Like, I don't know, but they're not playing bad football, and there's a lot of bad football playing around the league right now.
Like realistically in the NFL, the team that goes out 14, 15, 16 weeks a season and plays perfect for 60 minutes, that doesn't exist.
No.
Nobody does that. Their level of consistency, and I'm curious your thoughts on this, just especially for how young of a team they are, is what stands out to me. Veteran teams kind of know more how to get into a rhythm, and maybe that is guys like Diggs and Hollins and some of the veterans they brought in on defense too, Robert Spillane, but just the consistency they've played with is incredible for what their roster is.
Yeah, and look, I do think that's about to get hard. Not in the sense they can't do that, but with a lot of the young guys, right? If this is kind of your last regular season game in college football this week, right? If you go to the championship game, you play one more week. And if you don't, you're going to take 3 weeks off. I was dumb enough to think when I got in the NFL, like, oh, yeah, like I played on December or January every year in a bowl game. Like, NFL season's not that much longer. It's 1 week extra. But the truth of the matter is from December to January, you played one game, the championship game, which I was in twice, and then your bowl game.
Right.
You know, you weren't doing 4 more games. Like, that was so naive and dumb of me to think. But so, you know, like this is going to be new for Drake. It's going to be new for Will Campbell. It's going to be new for Wilson, Henderson. You know, some of the guys on the younger side, defense, Woodson, but they've got enough veteran presence, I feel like, to help right that ship. And I do think having the Thursday night game this week, then you got the bye in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
So,
Thursday,
after
it's-
Cincy.
and there's a Monday night game in there too, so they get like an extra week of extra.
Not
day
after
rest.
Cincy. Giants. I'm sorry, Giants
Right.
Monday night after Thanksgiving, and then it's the bye.
And I think Vrabel's got a good pulse on the team. And look, he's done. There's been times like the walkthroughs in training camp, and you know, different things. Like, I think he's been preparing for them to be as fresh as they can right now. And look, I think they've done a relatively good job at staying healthy. You know, from the training staff to the weight coaches, you know, to obviously the coaches on the field, like helping manage guys. Like, they've done a good job, especially on the O-line.
Can playing those 2 games, the Buffalo game and the Ravens game at the end of the season, be a benefit in terms of getting ready for the postseason?
I think so. I think, you know, if you were going out in the last 3 to 4 weeks of the season and beating people 40-0, you maybe walk in the playoffs with a little bit, I don't know, too much confidence. You go and grind in Buffalo or Buffalo at home, you know, grind out a win, you feel really good. You go down to Baltimore, let's say you even lose, but you play your tail off and just ball rolls the other way, like, you feel better about yourself, you know? And like, I think in 21, like, losing to the Colts, that was like just tough late in the year. I don't think they were a good football team. And you know, you just, even like, I look at, you know, 18, like losing to Miami down in Miami,
That's right. And then the Pittsburgh game too. But you guys righted the ship there those like last 2 weeks
I
of the
think we
regular
only had
season, right?
I think it went Pittsburgh and then the Jets, and that was it. Maybe. Barth, you know?
I got talking about 21.
2018.
18. I want to say there were 2 games after Pittsburgh.
I hope so. We're starting to
Start forgetting
get a
things.
little.
The Bills and the Jets, both at home.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, we probably beat the Bills pretty good then. That was probably Josh Allen's rookie year?
Yeah, 24-12 and then
24-12.
smashed the Jets 38-3 in the final regular season game
I will
of the
say
year.
that Jets win felt really good though.
Yeah,
Which this could be like the Miami.
the
you know?
Miami game, yeah.
Like, because we kind of went in that Jets game like, all right, here's our strengths. This is what we're going to try to do, which was getting bigger, running the football.
I was going to say, did that help you guys find an identity, though, for the postseason, those like last couple of weeks there?
I think so. And I think if you could hit, no matter what, you know, playing a good team and beating them, especially Baltimore keeps going here, like they're going to make a push for the playoffs. It gives you more confidence, realistic confidence. But I don't know, when you can just, no matter what, like, I don't even know how I feel. We were never in the position to rest players. I never rested before week 1, you know, playoff bye.
Yeah.
I think going out there and playing
Is more beneficial.
sometimes, like beating that Jets in 18. I remember that game. Like, all right, we're
Yeah,
good.
we're ready to go.
We're ready to go. You know, so I don't know. I mean, it could go either way, right? Because they could go out there and slap it around against Miami
And then you're like,
win 2018 and then
yeah.
go win the Super Bowl, and you just, I mean, look, like all that stuff really doesn't matter. Playoffs isn't about experience. It's not about anything else. The only thing that matters in the playoffs is execution.